Well, good afternoon from Two Happy Children Farm. I'm out in the cornfield and I'm doing some testing right now. And this video is about laying out what we're going to be looking at this year as far as testing and trying to improve our crops and learning as much as we can in season during the crop. I'm in the high yielding part of my field. This is typically where we see the best yields year on year. If we have a 140 bushel average, this part of the field would be 170 to 180. So I monitor a couple parts of my field throughout the year, and I'm starting to get a baseline history. So I monitor this part of the field all year long with tissue testing. That's a once a week test. I'm going to start next week. And then I monitor the end of this row where we have heavier soil and the soil changes. My magnesium content goes down, pH goes up. So I monitor that part of the field as well because it's in the same row, just a different soil type. And then I monitor another field which I've been trying to improve over the last few years. And last year I think what I needed to do, I did on potassium. I think I fixed the potassium levels, and I think I fixed the zinc levels for quite some time. And looking across the whole field, we did a good boron treatment this spring. So we're going to look and watch our tissue levels and see if that works. But first of all, I'm in this part of the field and we're doing a pre-side dress nitrate testing. We do a split application of nitrogen where I do about 40% with the planter or right after the planter, and then I come back around V4, V5 and put the remainder out on. And I've never done a pre-side dress nitrate test, so I'm just kind of curious to how it's going to turn out. So I'm doing this one here in the high yield part. I did a pre-plant nitrate test, so I knew we had about 25 pounds of nitrogen here before I even put on my pre-plant fertilizer. And then I also did a strip towards the house there where we put the full amount of nitrogen out. So I'm going to be able to pull a test there, and we're going to be able to compare nitrate levels right before we put out the side dressing. We're turning into kind of a dry year. We have had maybe an inch or so since planting. I'll show you what it looks like. Scrape it back. We still have moisture right at the surface. With this brutal wind and sun, it's drying out fast. But I'm glad I'm in no-till this year, as always, because we always keep our moisture longer than if we opened up the field every year. So what I do is I go across this area, pull about 10 of these 12-inch deep cores, and I take them and we're going to send them into the lab. Sorry about the wind. And we'll get the nitrogen analyzed. That'll help us predict how much we use for the rest of the season. You can see it's nice and moist. We got a full 12-inch profile of moisture. And this is the 5th year or 6th year of no-till. This residue is really deep, and right after you scrape it away, you have moisture. So I'm holding what little moisture we've gotten right there, and hopefully that'll carry me through April until we start getting some good rains in May. So thanks for watching. That's just an outline of my experiments we're planning this year, and I will keep you updated.